Hey, so what we got going today, we're going to top off our tire sealant. So if you're running tubeless, you have tire sealant in your tires, and it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing. You got to top it off periodically, and I run stands. A lot of people run stands. You want to check with your individual manufacturer to make sure. Stands recommends every 2 to 7 months topping it off, depending on where you live and the climate you have. So the hotter climates, you're going to want to top it off more, and the colder climates, not so often. So I'm kind of in between where I'm at, so I'm going to do every 6 months, and there's a few things you might want to do ahead of time, and we're going to get into that. Alright, so if you've gone too long and your sealant's hardened, you may have a lump in there, and that might be evident by twirling your tire and seeing if you have any flat spots. Note where the tire comes to rest, spin it again, and see if it comes to rest in the same spot. There's another trick you can do, because hey, it might be flopping around in there, is take that front wheel loose and shake it. See if you can hear a ball of sealant rattling around in there. If not, you're probably good to go. You can also always take the tire off the bead and inspect it. Alright, so with the tire back on the bike, you're going to want to find your valve stem. Remove the cap if you have a cap on it. This part you're going to need a valve core tool. So you want to let out all the air. I don't have much air in here because I gave her a good burp, which is why I crashed. Go on here. Your valve stem tool may look a little different than mine. Mine came free with my refill. You want to look at your core, make sure you don't have any dried sealant on it. If you do, kind of pick it off, make sure it's nice and clean for the install. And you're going to need a syringe and your sealant. So you don't have to get the biggest bottle. They sell them in individual 2-ounce bottles, and that's what they recommend, is 2 ounces. So there's some where the hose will fit over this, and that's just fine. For this one, the hose will fit inside it, and you don't want to have this at the bottom. I prefer not to have this at the bottom. I've seen people where they refill them and it just gushes back out for whatever reason on top of whatever they have in there, and then they're adding fresh. So put it about 90 degrees and you should be good to go. So what you want to do, draw this back now 60 milliliters. Get you closer to your 2 ounces. So I'm going to do 60 milliliters. Put it down just a little bit and just slowly squeeze it on in. Make sure she burps. She's dripping on me a little bit there. Probably going to want to have a little rag handy when you do this. Like you're seeing with me, it's got a few little drops on my fingers, some on the wheel. And there we go. 2 ounces installed. Put my valve core back on. You can start this by hand. Tighten it up with the tool. So there you go. You've now topped off your sealant. All you have to do is fill her up with air. All right, so now that we're all done, we got our tires back up to pressure, our sealant topped off. Just want to go over what I used. I got the stand sealant. I got a 16 fluid ounce bottle, so this is going to be good for quite a while because 2 ounces of tire, 16 ounces. So if you got multiple bikes, whatever, you know, and it's a lot cheaper than buying it by the quart, which I didn't really need because I'm not doing a fresh setup on my tires. So I got my syringe from American Bleed Solutions, and I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, American Bleed Solutions. Look at that, I was right. So I'll leave links in the description below for you because this I got at a really good deal. It's a lot cheaper than the other ones out there, and honestly, it's built pretty nice. And I'll keep using this. I'm sure I'll have a lot more use for this in the future. And it came with my little valve core tool. So if you don't have a valve core tool, a lot of your multi-tools do. I know mine does. If you don't have one, it comes with one. It's this little plastic thing that you're going to lose as soon as you're done using it. But hey, at least it came with it. And so for minimal money invested, I'm still running Tubless. It's topped off, refreshed. Bike maintenance is paramount in this game. You spend so much money on your bike. Don't cheap out on your bike maintenance. Do it. You can get away with some, you know, lower cost syringes and stuff. You don't have to buy the $20 syringe when, you know, like an $8 or $9 syringe is going to do the same exact job. So the big thing is just get your maintenance done. I hope this video helped. And hey, if you liked, give me a little thumbs up on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. New videos every week. Stay tuned.